Welcome back to the channel, Manchester United fans. Today's episode is absolutely loaded with insane transfer updates coming straight out of Old Trafford, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this. Manchester United have officially launched contact for Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Jr., as tensions with Xabi Alonso push the Brazilian closer to a shocking summer exit. At the same time, huge news is emerging about Ederson, with reports claiming United are now a likely destination as talks prepare to resume. But that's not all. United are also pushing hard to sign Brazil's next teenage sensation, Robinho Jr., the wonder kid many are already calling the next Neymar. Negotiations, scouting missions, release clause details, everything is moving fast. From massive marquee signings to smart long-term planning from INOS, this transfer window could change Manchester United forever. Sit tight, hit that like button, and let's jump into all the breaking news you need to know. Vinicius Jr. Man United launched transfer raid for Real Madrid star. Manchester United have taken an important step to securing a blockbuster deal for Real Madrid's want-away superstar Vinicius Jr., a new report claims. Miserable in Madrid. Contract negotiations between Vinicius and Los Blancos have stalled this season after the 25-year-old winger had a public fallout with new manager Xabi Alonso. Alonso, who took over from Carlo Ancelotti in the summer, substituted Vinicius in the 72nd minute of Madrid's 2-1 win over Barcelona last month, with a report by ESPN previously revealing their relationship was damaged. The Brazil international reacted furiously to the decision, visibly remonstrating with his manager and storming off down the tunnel, shouting, "It's always me, I'm leaving the team, it's better if I leave, I'm leaving." Vinicius issued a public apology after the match, which named the fans his teammates, club president Florentino Perez, but crucially omitted Alonso. The pair appear to have moved past the incident, though noises are emanating from the Bernabeu that Alonso does not receive the full support of Los Blancos' dressing room, with the high-profile Brazilian chief amongst these dissenters. The fact that contract talks are not progressing as Vinicius' current deal expires in 2027 has further opened the door to an explosive exit this summer, with United among the clubs keeping a keen eye on developments. United make contact, but should they? Caught Offside reveals the Red Devils have made contact with Vinicius representatives to establish their interest. Vinicius has a contract with Madrid until 2027, so if they fail in their efforts to persuade him to sign a new deal, that could open the door for United and others. MUFC have already established their interest with the players' representatives, but it's still too early to know for sure if it's a deal that can realistically go anywhere. Vinicius would, however, undoubtedly be a hugely exciting signing for United and other big clubs, with the 25-year-old also surely likely to have suitors from elsewhere in the Premier League in Europe. However, industry sources indicate Vinicius maintains a very good relationship with Perez, and Madrid are trying to keep the Brazilian at the Bernabeu, where he is viewed as an elite player on the pitch but also an elite commodity off it. But it is incredibly unlikely United, under the rule of INOS, would sanction a high-profile move for a player on huge wages, with a huge ego, who is presenting a huge problem for his current manager. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos's chairman and United co-owner, has previously spoken about the need to find the next Mbappe, rather than spending big to secure already established stars. And this approach will undoubtedly rule out a move for Mbappe's teammate in Madrid, even if Vinicius was willing to make the switch to Manchester, another far-fetched possibility. Talks soon, Manchester United, likely destination, for midfielder who could be sold for just £26 million report. The latest Man United transfer news and gossip as they plan to overhaul their midfield next year. Manchester United could reignite their interest in Atalanta ace Ederson as they look to refresh their midfield options next year. Manchester World understand United could sign two midfielders, with at least one of those expected to be a marquee addition who could command a club record fee. Ruben Amorim has a preference to sign someone with Premier League experience in an effort to improve the physicality of his side, though they have not ruled out adding an overseas signing either. Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson and Carlos Baleba are all of interest, though they could call cost in the region of £100 million next summer. United are also keeping tabs on more affordable options such as Joao Gomez and Angelo Stiller, while they are long-term admirers of Ederson. United, a likely destination for Ederson. Ederson is widely expected to leave Atlanta next year as he nears the end of his current deal with the club. The 26-year-old is out of contract in 2027, which means the Serie A side might only have two opportunities left to sell him for a fee before he can negotiate a pre-contract agreement and leave on a free. A report from Brazilian outlet Trivela claimed the player's camp are already in contact with several clubs as they look to secure a move for him next year. The report claims Ederson would be open to a transfer in the January window, though Atlanta have no plans to sell him during the winter and would demand at least €50 million, £43.79 million, to do so. It is claimed Ederson is more likely to be sold next summer, and by then Atlanta are expected to drop their asking price to somewhere between just €30 million, £26.29 million, and €40 million, £35.05 million. The report even states United have become a likely destination for Ederson and are in frequent contact with his staff. They say there is an expectation that talks between the club and the player will resume soon after an official inquiry was made earlier this year. The report claims United had even agreed on a salary with the midfielder over a proposed move, but the Serie A club blocked a move because they did not want to lose such an important player. Robinho Jr. Manchester United pushing to sign £87 million Brazilian winger. Manchester United have been linked with Neymar many times since the Brazilian superstar burst onto the scene in 2009 with Santos. However, Barcelona eventually won the race for Neymar in 2013 before Paris Saint-Germain set an almost unattainable transfer record to lure him to the French capital 4 years later. Neymar's rise and his mesmerizing manipulation of the ball also intensified the search for the next Neymar, with Europe's biggest clubs spending ridiculous figures on Brazilian attacking prospects. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Keke, Estevao, and even former United winger Antony earned notable moves to Europe after drawing comparisons to Brazil's record goal scorer. Manchester United monitoring Robinho. Now, United have entered the race to sign Brazil's latest teenage wonder kid. Earlier this week, the People's Person relayed a report claiming United have scouted Robinho Jr., son of former Real Madrid and Manchester City star Robinho. Known for his dazzling feet and agility, Robinho has become a first-team regular at Santos, leading the Brazilian Giants' attack alongside Neymar. The 17-year-old has already been handed the number 7 shirt. United make move for Brazilian sensation. Robinho's contract includes a massive €100 million release clause, £87.5 million. However, his exit from Santos in January is increasingly on the cards due to the club's financial and sporting crisis. According to Fischages, United are most determined to sign the next Neymar, as they look to add immensely talented prospects to their ranks. It is claimed preliminary contacts have already been made to explore Robinho's situation. The Spanish outlet suggests the Santos youngster is open to the possibility of a move to Old Trafford. Accordingly, the Red Devils are prepared to make a strong push to win the race for his signature. What a huge set of transfer updates for Manchester United. From Vinicius Jr.'s potential exit from Real Madrid, to Ederson becoming a realistic midfield target, to the bold move for Robinho Jr., it's clear Ineos are preparing a powerful new era at Old Trafford. But now we want to hear from you. Should United go all in for Vinicius Jr.? Is Ederson the right midfield signing? Would Robinho Jr. be worth the investment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion matters. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Manchester United updates, transfer news, and breaking stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.